Hello, YPG, and everybody who is tuned into one more YPG Unlocked. You know what's happening, the vibes, the sauce. That's what's happening here in the YPG. And by the way, the magical question of every week, who is connected? Talking about who is connected, a huge congrats to Kabeja for winning the challenge of the provinces out of nowhere. They just did what they had to do. And on the final task, they took over. So congratulations to you guys and everyone else who participated of it. Assisting us this past week was heavy with regards to the work of the pages, and we had a lot of new visitors. We had a lot of people following and liking the page. But let's keep going. Let's not stop. And the challenge does not end. Talking about the challenges, I would like to ask you to watch this short video. Last week, we were showing some of the works of last month. However, we had a short issue, a glitch with one of our Uniforce videos showing the work which was done. We're going to have it introduced and shown to you, just a couple of collage pictures for you to see the work which has been done by the YPG, and I'm going to be right back.
Hi everyone. So last week we kind of spoke about the retro of the month of July, but there was a slight glitch in the system. So we decided to bring it back to you, and this time we promise we won't disappoint. So here it goes. Thousands of food parcels and clothes were distributed all over the country. And as mentioned last week, we offered shower to those who are homeless. So now I'm going to run you through the themes we've had in the month of July. First week, researching. We learned that sometimes we need to start all over again to right the wrongs in our lives. What about you? Have you researched your life to fix the bugs? Second week, day of the struggle. So this was a much anticipated day for those seeking a new identity. So here's what we learned.
I'm not talking about fighting people. I'm not talking about engaging in battles against people, but I'm talking about the fight and the battles which we face every single day inside of us. Every great thing you would like to achieve or conquer in life requires sacrifice.
Third week, my brother. Do you have a friend that you consider a brother? So this is why we decided to invite our brothers, blood or not, to watch the YPG live and ultimately join the YPG. And this is where we're all shocked to find out how gummy bears are made. Fourth week, sleep up. So here we learn to make wise decisions concerning our lives, because sometimes the actions we take may cause us to sleep up. So think before you act. So just to make a highlight on the work of the Uniforce. The Uniforce is the support team of the YPG. It gives assistance to those who are in need. It carries out the social work of distributing food parcels, clothes, and visiting old age homes. It is the aid of the YPG. So, in case you want to join the Uniforce, get in touch using the details you see below. So, just to make a highlight on the Uniforce is the support team of the YPG. It offers assistance to those who are in need. It carries out the social work of donating food parcels and clothes and visiting old age homes. It is the aid of the YPG. So in case you want to join the Uniforce, get in touch using the details you see below, or talk to your YPG coordinator at your nearest branch. So just to make a highlight on the Uniforce is the support team of the YPG. It offers assistance to those who are in need. It carries out the social work of distributing food parcels, clothes, and visiting old age homes. It is the aid of the YPG. So in case you want to join the Uniforce, get in touch using the details you see below, or talk to your YPG coordinator at your local branch. That's it from me. Over to you, PJ.
whoever you are and wherever you are, you can also be part of this amazing work of the YPG. We have a bunch of different projects. We have the Uniforce, we have the media, the sports, we have the arts and culture. We have so many different projects in which we engage young people to not only enjoy themselves, have fun, and be busy, but also to develop a skill which perhaps you don't even know. So at the bottom of your screen, you see right now our deets, and you can also ask and request where is the nearest YPG branch for you to be part of this great family. So talking about the challenge today, we're not going to have the massive competition. Why not? Because everything is switched up. The provinces and the blocks have been mixed up. You see it right now on your screen. Who is mashed with whom? You see it as Team A, Team B, Team C, Team D, and Team E. At the end of the day, it's not going to continue as that, but those teams are going to be called nations, and each one has the responsibility to bring about a nation name, a mascot, and next week, the book, as you see it on your screen as well, the Nothing to Lose book is what the competition is going to be based on. The challenge of the nations is going to be based on Bishop Macedo's second book. Last week, we had based on Nothing to Lose one, or yeah, it was Nothing to Lose one, exactly. And then this week, well, next week rather, it's going to be based on Nothing to Lose two. So for the nations, you've been mashed up with people from the other side of the country you don't even know. Here is where your teamwork ability will be tested. How good are you in teamwork? And get ready, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We're just paving the way. You have no idea what is to come. So get yourselves ready for this. The challenge of the nations is yet to begin. We're going to go for a short steak break, and we will be right back. As promised last week, we will be taking a couple of questions from our viewers and answering them, assisting and guiding as much as we can, or at least getting the appropriate, leading you to the path of the appropriate help. Today's question comes from Nomsa.
Hi, my name is Namsa. I have a serious issue with forgiving someone who did something horrible to me when I was still a child. I'm now 17. How do I forgive and move on? This has been holding me back for years now, and I can't seem to deal with it.
So, Nomsa, I want you to understand forgiveness is a weight which you get off of your shoulders. But forgiveness is not something that happens in your heart because your heart retains feelings and emotions. Your heart reminds you of your past. Your heart reminds you of your scars, of the pain and the burden you are carrying on the inside. So forgiveness cannot happen based on what you feel, because to be honest, you will never feel like forgiving. Forgiveness needs to happen here in your mind. It's like waking up in the morning when it's really cold. You know, that chilly morning, you really just wish to be at bed. You're so tired. You're finished from the previous day, a hectic day, but you still got to get up to go to work or go to school. You still do it, not because your heart tells you, but rather because your mind tells you. Your heart is telling you, stay a little bit longer. That's exactly how forgiveness works. Forgiveness takes place here in the greatest battlefield. I also want you to understand that whenever we maintain or we keep a grudge, we are the ones hurting ourselves even more. You're already hurt based on what you say here. You're already feeling the scars of something which happened years ago. I don't know how many years, but from what you say, it's been a while. Why will you keep this pain even longer, prolong your pain, and extend the snowball effect inside of your life? Get rid of it. A grudge is like a poison mixture which you compile for someone else to drink. You organize it for somebody else to drink, but you yourself take that cup and drink. Get yourself rid of this pain. Get yourself rid of this grudge, and get yourself rid of the scar. Forgive here. Forgive the perpetrator, regardless of what he or she did. Forgive yourself as well. and overcome. This is exactly the offer of the YPG, the help. At the bottom of your screen, you see our deets, you see as well as our toll-free helpline where you can call. We have as well in the church, the Women in Action team. We have a series of offers in order for you to be able to overcome your battles and your challenges. All you need to do is to be willing to accept the help. So look for your coordinator wherever you are in South Africa, your nearest branch. Look for the YPG coordinator and reach out for help. If anyone else also has a question, a doubt, or something you would like to overcome, feel free to DM us, holler at us. Your problem is also our problem. We are going to share with you now the challenge, or excuse me, we are going to share with you now the theme of this week, the exchanging tears. This week's theme, as you can see, is exchanging tears. What tears? Tears of sadness to the tears of joy. I'm assuming that I'm hoping that you were at the YPG Hangouts today, but I would like to recap on what we spoke about earlier. How many of you have been crying tears of sadness? You're a victim of bullying, like Nomsa, whatever something somebody did against you. Maybe it was an abuse. Maybe it was, regardless of what you've been going through. Whatever you are facing, there is a way for you to exchange your tears. As you heard earlier on the story of Pindile. But for you to exchange your tears, the decision needs to come from you. And by the way, you will always hear us talking about this decision, 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 decision. Because your life, your future, your dreams, and whatever you want to obtain in life depends on you making the right decision. What are the decisions I want to speak about? The priorities in your life. Perhaps you are crying bitter tears because of the priorities and choices you have made. The YPG of Togoza went to the streets and they were asking around what are the priorities of people and what they would do if they earned R1,000,000. Pay attention to what they say, and we're going to be right back.
Hi, Tanda, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thanks. If you won 1 million rand today, what would you do with that money?
I I buy myself some more like studio equipment, and like try to like invest some of the money, try to be smart.
If you won 1 million rand today, what would you do with that money?
I'd invest.
You'd invest.
Yes, I'd invest with that money. Yeah,
So listen,
yeah,
if you won 1 million rand,
yeah.
what would you do with it?
I open up a studio. That's all I do.
Yo. Let me think, because I'm a businessman. I'll make my business grow up. Then, obviously, so I can in family. Then after that, I can go and invest.
I would probably donate some money to the orphanages, to people who don't have the requirements to do some things for themselves, and I would probably also do some food baskets for people who can't contribute and feed themselves and things like that, probably.
Then put the second question, what do you value most in life? What is the most valuable thing in your life?
Me, the most valuable thing game to finish school. Then no born. The most valuable thing before. Yes.
What is the most valuable thing in your life?
It's money. That's all. Like we're generating money. That's all.
That's all. Money is the most valuable thing in your life.
Okay. What's the most valuable thing in your life?
My music.
Your music.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your most valuable thing in life?
Most valuable. Praising the Lord.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, praising the Lord and serving Him.
And serving Him.
Yeah.
Okay, then what makes you cry?
Nothing. I'm not a cry.
Not a cry. Not a cry, baby. No, you don't cry.
Nah. It's not typical of me to cry. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
What makes you cry?
Sad things make me cry.
Sad things.
Sad things. Like some really sad things.
Really sad things.
Yeah. But like yeah, man doesn't cry.
Then what makes you cry?
Yo, many things.
Wow. Okay, what makes you cry?
My cry.
Yeah, what makes you cry?
Pressure and what can I say? Feeling emptiness within me.
Interesting. Everybody has his own priority, her own vision in life. And I don't blame those who said that they would buy a house, help their family, help the poor, those who said that that it's extremely important. Well, for them, the most important is a career and graduating. But the greatest thing in our lives is the greatest thing which will take away the tears of sadness or bring the tears of sadness to us. If you put anything above God, and I know when we talk about God, that starts to irritate some. Come on. Church vibes. I tuned in to listen to church vibes. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm not here to share with you church vibes. I'm here to tell you what you should and can do in order for you to trade the tears of sadness to the tears of joy, which is what I did. My co-workers, my friends, my colleagues in the YPG, we did. Pindile did, and many other stories we've been sharing. The decision of allowing God to be the greatest priority in our lives. And this is exactly why we've been engaging ourselves now for just about a week. We're engaging ourselves for 21 days away, abstaining from everything which pollutes our mind to an extent in which we move away from the one who created us and wants to change our lives. God did not create you to suffer. He did not create you to be crying tears of sadness. And by the way, it's normal to cry. We all cry. We all have obstacles and challenges, all of us. I don't live a problem free life. I'm not here to offer you a problem free life because here on earth, that does not exist. But I'm here to tell you that there is a solution for what you're going through. Perhaps you seem, like Pindile mentioned, you seem okay in front of your friends. Ugabadia, you're you're the top dog. You're the main man there. Everybody looks at you and says, wow, this is who I want to be. You're popular. You're cool. Pindile was dating a known DJ. Everybody thought that she was living the life. But in actual fact, she was scarred and burnt on the inside, hurt and being abused for 3 years, trying to cover the tears she was actually pouring all over in her life. I want to say to you, it's time to remove the mask. It's time for you to be honest with yourself. It's time for you to take a decision to change your life. Why don't you join us in the YPG and apply yourself? Maybe you are even part of the YPG, but you don't apply yourself to the things we teach. Why don't you make you this challenge? Why don't you give God this chance, this chance? Give what we are sharing with you a chance. You've tried everything, the drugs, the alcohol, sex, everywhere, all the nightclubs, all the parties, the jewels you're involved in, but you were still crying tears of sadness. Why don't you join us in this train? Because this train has been leading us not to a temporary happiness, but an eternal happiness. We found it, you can find it too. In the YPG throughout South Africa, we have all the activities that we mentioned earlier on, not just to keep you busy, but also to make you to understand, not to forget your problem, but that you can overcome your problems. I'm going to say a short prayer with you right now. I would like for you to join me in this prayer, and I would like you to take a decision in your life to exchange the tears of sadness to the tears of joy, which only comes when the Holy Spirit comes, when you change your priorities, when you understand that money, family, career, whatever it may be, can never be above the greatest of all, who is God Himself, who wants to change your life. Then everything changes. Please close your eyes. My Father and Lord, I ask that you may help whoever is watching this broadcast, whether now or will be watching it later on, that you may help them to set the right priorities. Although you won't do it for us, the decision is ours. May you help them to understand that nothing in this world will help us to overcome our tears of sadness if not you. So help them, lead them to overcome. This young man, this young lady who's been crying tears of sadness, depression, suicidal thoughts, whatever desires and bitterness, pain and scars of their past, resentments, hurting because of an abuse, that they may overcome it right now and that they may know that there is hope and they can find it through the God we serve here in the YPG. We bless each and every one of them in Jesus' name. Amen. We know what you've been going through. In June, we had what we call the I've Been There event. We have been there. We know what you're facing. The same way we overcame, you can also overcome. The same way we traded the tears of sadness for tears of joy. With challenges, there are moments where things get really tough, but we overcame. You can overcome as well. Once again, you see our deeds. You can get in touch with us, find out where is the nearest YPG center next to you, and be part of this great family and be part of a family who overcomes. Because here in the YPG, we build winners. We teach you the winner's mindset. So overcome and know that there is a way out, that there is hope. So that's about it. Next week, the nations will be back here. The competition is going to get lit. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, really. Who's going to be bringing sauce? As for me and the YPG fam, we are out of here. God bless you all. Bye-bye.